Okay, so good evening, everybody. My name is Craig Blanchette, and this is our weekly health coach huddle. We do this every Monday, right after the leadership call, and we've got a little some dialogue to have about what's going on and how sometimes when things don't run on time and why and how we can look at those kinds of things. But as we're getting started here, I wanted to welcome the new gang, the new folks that are joining us. We've got Maureen and Steve that are part of Alex's team. So welcome to the huddle tonight. And then Genevieve she's a newer coach from the Inland Northwest, which is the Spokane area. And she's just enrolled her first client, her husband. She's getting the family healthy, right? Way to go. And Terry, good to see you again. You're from Alex's team as well, and through Eileen. I love the healthy lineage that runs deep. And then we got Rita. Rita's part of Irv's team. Rita's bringing up the East Coast a little bit. What's up, Rita? And Irv's got a new haircut. Go ahead, do the profile. Show us the profile. Oh, yeah, look at that. What's up, Irv? All right. And then Lynn Ann, Jose, and Martin are another. So we've got a bunch of little sort of healthy family lines that are happening here. And Don, of course, Don's part of the Inland Northwest as well team. What's up, Don? So one interesting thing, I just got back from going to Bend. I just turned 50 years old. Yep, right there, folks, 50 years old. You can see here, I'm showing my age right up here. But we rented a house, and my wife said, what do you want to do for your 50th? And I said, I want to be with family. And so we took both my boys with their wives and my granddaughter, Scout, who's about 10 months old, and we rented a house in Sun River. And my wife went over there. We went over there on Wednesday, and the rest of the family joined us on Friday, and we just got back. And it was spectacular. A couple things that were spectacular. One is that I didn't have to take any time off of work. Pretty cool. Anything that was physical that came up, I was able to say yes to. Why? Because I have my health. I'm 50. I'm fitty, right? Well, we're healthy because that's what we do here, right? And then I was able to, have all these wonderful, great conversations with my family because I've been a health coach now for 8 years. This is my 8th year anniversary, the month of May. And so my family, my daughter-in-law, I'm coaching her. It's been a wonderful relationship to be able to coach her after she had Scout, her daughter, my granddaughter. And it's just been wonderful of all the ways Optavia has affected and maybe infected in a very healthy way our lives all the way down, just the ways of thinking, the value of community. We had some community over there. What were we commonly unified? Community, common unity. What were we commonly unified over? Well, we were all blood family, right? We're all family, and we enjoy being with each other. And so we had a lot of community. We went on a bike ride. I went and rented a trailer, took Scout out, and rode up to Mount Bachelor, and just had this great, great time. And so I just wanted to share that with you, that Optavia is so much more than weight loss. I mean, weight loss usually gets you in the door. It's pretty powerful. It's an amazing weight loss component. But man, there's so much more available well beyond just the mere weight loss. Because if you're looking for a weight loss program, you'll find it. But then you're going to find a weight gain program as soon as you leave, right? And so then you're going to be doing just the 5-in-1 yo-yo. Whereas if you dive into Optavia goes way beyond weight loss. And so speaking of going way beyond weight loss, we have some of you, with a show of hands, how many of you have had some recent challenges with orders, your personal order or your client's order being delayed? Anybody? Yeah, a little bit of that going on, right? And so that could be, you could be like, wow, that's upsetting. My client they're running out of their food, or they're doing this, doing that, right? And then another thing is we have so many new people that are growing and coming on board that sometimes I'm like, why don't they end the call at 5:30 when they're scheduled to end it, right? And so I get a little frustrated and I go, wait a minute, what's actually happening here? They can't fit all there's too much goodness going on that it's overflowing everywhere. And things are running late and orders are running behind. Our production at the home office is running 24/7, 7 days a week now, just to try to keep up with demand, because we have so many new clients that are joining us. And those new clients come from those leaders. When someone becomes a global director, that's 250 people minimum getting healthy. So all these new global directors, you have a new global director and all of a sudden you have all these people, right? And guess what? A lot of your faces are new as well. And you're part of the problem. You're helping too many people get healthy. What is your deal, right? Just let's bury them. What do you say? Let's just bury them. Right, Steve? Are you with me? That's right. And so I wanted you just to think about the reality of how we go through life and how we look at certain things. And if we really think about it, people are upset because they're not getting something they truly love. Have you thought about that? When their feelings are delayed and they get all disgruntled, they're disgruntled because they want more of what we have and they can't get it soon enough. Anybody have any comments about that? Is that kind of an interesting way of thinking about? That's actually what's happening, right? I wonder.
So after that Today Show, you notice it's not a coincidence that after that Today Show, things blew up, and that actually, instead of frustrating me, it kind of excited me, because I was like, I want some of that. I want whatever action's out there. I want some of that to happen to my organization. And so I wasn't too beat up. I mean, I just communicated with the folks that were having the opportunities with their kids. They were okay with it. But if you look at it on the big scale, on the macro scale, that type of stuff there, as long as they continue to get that type of exposure, it gives Optavia some big time credibility. And I'm looking at my Google calendar, and it's filling up with assessments. I have one in a minute with Matt, and he's got double the assessment setup that I have. And so, getting folks on at this time and with the momentum that's being built from not just the Today Show, there was some other program that I saw. This is the time to take advantage of that and think of the growing pains as some big time opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly it. Irv and I were just talking a little bit earlier about he's going to go do if you need to get out at 6 because you got that 3-way call, go ahead and jump out. I'll narrate our discussion.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to call, but thanks.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. So one of the things I was just thinking about earlier is that Irv is bringing on. He said, "I want to build a team. I want to have more coaches to work with because coaching is fun, and helping people get what they want and helping them dream again is fun." And I was like, well, let's just talk about that a little bit, right? And so Irv and I were talking about Matt's new coach that's come on board, and Rita and Matt used to work together at was it Circuit City? Is that where was that? Yeah, I think so. Yep. And
it was Circuit City.
Yeah, Circuit City. Yep. And it's funny because I have a background. I worked for a place called Future Shop, which was very similar to Circuit City, and so it was, we have a little bit of interesting backgrounds there, similar. But what I was thinking about is when you guys think about sponsoring, when you guys think about bringing on coaches, do you think that's great, I'm in, or do you think I'm just want to help some people get healthy? What are your guys' thoughts? I truly want to open this up and be totally frank about it. Who else totally confident, like bringing on someone, getting in the fat burn, totally getting to nail it? You are like, I got it. Who, with a show of hands, who's just like totally like, I can do that all day. I love it. Right. And when you think about coaching, are you as excited about transferring the skills of doing that to someone else so they can do that? Right? Is it different in your mind? And if so, let's talk about that. Because I hear a lot of people will say, we talk about bringing on coaches and we talk about building business. And we talk about this and that all the time. When are we going to talk about just helping people get healthy? Right? I hear that. And so I want to kind of address what Is there a difference? Are they connected? What if? What are you guys thinking? What are your comments on that? Don Weber, you're up.
Well, being kind of new at this, I'm not sure I have a whole lot to add, but I just know as a coach, I am very I love what this program has done for me, and I tell everybody how much it has done for me, but I get so intimidated when when it comes down to I don't think I could coach anybody right now. I am so stumbling over my own feet in coaching, and Dawn is always having to help me along the way. I don't even know how I could ever consider trying to get somebody else to train somebody else. I mean, to be a coach, but in my coaching, I just get intimidated, when it comes to, telling them the process, not really the process, but when you get to the fuelings, and everybody goes, oh, is that like a box meal? And I said, well, yeah, it's kind of like that. And you try to explain it to them, and they're just like, oh, and then, well, how much does that cost? Mm-hmm. And that costing, it trips me up every single time, and I don't know how to get past that. It probably wasn't what you were trying to get at, but if we're going to be transparent, as I was saying in that other meeting, this is what is killing me.
So here's all for those of you. I'm going to give you some of the what I heard, because we all heard Dawn say something, but I was listening for how can I help Dawn? How can I transfer a skill that Dawn needs that I have, right? And so I have my little pen here, and I'm writing down DW. That's who you are to me, DW, and that's from Arthur. I don't know if you guys ever watched the cartoon Arthur, but yeah, anyway, never mind. And I'm going to put cost. And so bottom line is, clearly you figured out the cost thing. I figured it out, the cost thing. I'm sure Genevieve figured it out. Terry totally figured out. Lynn Ann, yep. Don and Kelly, totally. Steve, he figured it out. Irving. It looks like just about everybody here figured it out. Okay, so it sounds like there's something out there that could be figured out. And so it might be a skill or a concept that you're having. And so we can basically, I heard one of the coaches, Kim Fisk, say this. She says, it's like your golf swing. And you're sitting there swinging the ball, and the ball keeps hooking to the left. Keeps hooking to the left. Every time you swing that ball, you get a different ball, and it hooks to the left. You get a different club, and it hooks to the left. Every time you hit a ball, it hooks to the left. Well, the one thing that's consistent is you. Different balls, different clubs, always hooking to the left. And so as an expert health coach, we can come up and we can watch your swing, and we can go, you're this close, just tuck your elbow. I don't know how to golf, but bend your knee or do something, smile at it differently, whatever you do. And you hit that ball and it goes straight. And it's just a little thing that you do to tweak that thing. And so what I can do with you, Dawn, and with your coach, Dawn, is we can watch you explain and talk about the program. Now, so I'm writing this down for my said, because she just basically outed herself and said, I don't know how to do this. Because clearly it can be done. I mean, right? There's people out there that want what we're offering. And you can give it to them. You have to have you have to have people that want what you want, and you have to be able to give it to them. So we have those two, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how to connect the dots between what we have and those who want it. And we can figure that out. And so another thing is one suggestion is you might go listen to some of the trilogy presentations in Simple Systems. Maybe what if you were to watch a trilogy presentation where somebody's presenting, or maybe watch the one on the health assessment with Becca Tinter. Maybe you watch it 25 times. Maybe you just watch it and watch it and watch it, because Becca's really good at this. And just watch her and watch her and watch her and watch her. And you'll be like, ooh. And don't look for the details of what she's saying. Look at how she goes from topic to topic. How does she, what's that skill as they transition? Like a good comedian, they transition their jokes, and it's that stuff in between. that makes the jokes funny, right? So anyway, so that's something there to think about. Dawn, is to go watch somebody do it over and over and over again. Now, Irv, I want to, since you still have a few minutes to talk.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick introduction. We didn't get to do the introduction. I apologize. Frank Williams is one of my recruits when I was a drill instructor, and he's down in Texas. He's running a business. This guy is going to come on board, him and his wife Erin, and they're going to do some amazing things. They're killing it down there in the roofing business, and he's going to take his smarts from that business, and he's going to parlay it into helping people get healthy on the team here. So yeah, so Matt's going to call me in a minute. I didn't want to.
Yeah. Well, here's so Frank, welcome to the team. You're not going to know who this name I'm about to say is, but many of the rest of our team knows him. Brian Drollinger, before he got into Optavia, was a roofing contractor. He's one of the most successful coaches. So I don't know. Roofers can do it. What's up, Frank? Now, Frank, are you on program yet?
Yes. I've been on it for a few months.
A few months. Where did you start? Where are you at now?
265, 230.
Okay. Right. You know you have one of the best coaches in the universe?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
All right. Yeah, you
was the best drill instructor and has got to be the best coach.
Yeah, he is.
I got a good sensei, so.
Well, now we're all just buttering each other up, right? All right.
Right.
Welcome. We'll
Good, thank you.
We're getting to know you better.
Of course.
So one of the things Irv and I talked about is another gentleman named Matt has joined us, and he's been working with Matt for a while. Looks like Frank might be joining us here as well. But ultimately, Irv and I said, Irv, what's a hobby that you have? And Irv says, well, I like to play chess. And I said, okay. So chess is a board game. So think about the reality of just general gaming is kind of related to general health, becoming healthy in our bodies, right? And coaching is like a specific way where you have to learn certain skills. Well, same with chess, because your checker skills don't really help you when it comes to chess, but they're both games. They both get to connect people. And so I asked Irving, I says, if you were to play chess, how would you find people to play chess with? And he's like, well, I'd go to places that play games. And while I'm playing another game, I might say, hey, have you ever played chess? No, I haven't. Well, I know you love to play strategy games, blah, blah, blah. Would you be interested in checking out chess? Would you be interested in exploring chess with me? Are you following me, right? It's the same thing with health coaching. We want to bring people into what we're doing because it's wonderful. It's good here. And Irv loves chess. Well, Irv has to have people to play chess with. And those people are going to help him get better. Same with coaching. Coaching is going to help us get better. And so I just want to encourage you guys, when you think about what we do, I want to bring as many people. I want to talk about building the chess club and having lots of chess players, right? I want to talk about building our coaching team. And I want to have lots of new faces come and join us, right? I mean, who do you think is a blast to hang out with? Well, let's explore and see if coaching, they think it would add value to their life. Well, let's bring them on in and train them up and let them find their passion and be able to help some people. I don't know. These kind of things just get me excited. How you doing, Diane? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Your pretty face. So I'm curious what you guys think about that, those kind of two things. One is that our company is growing massively. And so the train has so much momentum right now. And so you can get on board and do that. You can do a bunch of, hey, would you like, have you ever thought about coaching? Hey, let's explore that. Because I know you like, it's like, I know you like to play board games. Have you ever thought about chess? Well, let's explore chess and see if you like it. Last night, I just played a game called Go with my son. Go has been around for I think it's the first game ever. That's what they say. Anybody here familiar with Go? A little bit? Yeah, it's a weird game. Anyway, it's just black and white pieces. He beat me. But we play another game called Pente. Been playing that since they were kids. And he's like, he brought over Go. Well, I didn't really like Go, but I like games. So I tried it out. Then we played some ping pong, and I did like that. That was really fun. Right, Kelly? We played about 5 hours of the ping pong. I mean, table tennis. Sorry. Kelly's pretty serious about that. So anyway, I'm just curious. I'd love to hear just a little bit about it because we're going to be finishing up here in just about 3 minutes. But there's a couple of you. Eileen, what's up? Adriana, welcome. I'm curious, Steve, if you can think about, is there one thing that you're totally excited about when it comes to coaching? And you can keep it maybe to less than 30 seconds, 45 seconds. What's something that you just totally love about what coaching has done for you?
Spreading the word of helping others, serving others.
Mm-hmm.
Having spent a life of serving myself, now I want to serve others.
That's perfect. Awesome. How about you, Maureen? I'll unmute you. Oh, if I could. I can't unmute you, evidently. What's something you love about coaching, Maureen?
Wow. You know what I love is just really reconnecting with all the people that have crossed in my, my path in life. And I think in my, just really taking the time to build these relationships, it's powerful and I love it. It's just so, like Steve just said about, I've always been a giving person in my, current position because I'm still counseling at a high school. So I love the kids and I love serving, but boy, this health coaching is for me so much more powerful, being able to help other people change their lives.
Awesome. Thank you. Lynn Ann, how about you? What's one thing you love about coaching and what did you do before coaching? You're coming next, Kelly.
Teacher by trade. You know what? I don't know. I don't think I'm unique in this, but the sense of belonging is huge. And I'm going to fight this being verbose. Sense of community, belonging, and personal growth.
Perfect. What's up? Speaking of personal growth, you just nailed it. What's up, girl? All right, Kelly.
I'm kind of like you, Maureen. I just like connecting with.
Kelly, what did you do before this?
I taught elementary school for 35 years, elementary fitness and health.
Okay.
And this has really been awesome this last few months. I've been really kind of jumping in. Matter of fact, I talked to a guy at the gym today, day before yesterday, and he wants to, I'm going to meet him and we're going to do a health assessment on Thursday.
Perfect.
And yeah, so it's just for me, just jumping in with Dawn and watching Dawn and changing lives. I have a couple client calls tonight, and one of my clients has lost a lot of weight. And
perfect. So you love having something to be able to offer people that's relevant, even after you retire. That's perfect. Thanks, Kelly. How about you, Rita? What's one thing you just love about coaching?
The excitement that my friends that are underneath me are having as they're losing their weight. Something they thought they wouldn't be able to do. So just being there and helping them along the way and celebrating with them is the excitement of it. Yeah.
That week, like 1 week to between 1 and 2 weeks, it's like those are some of the most like, you're not going to believe this. Is this normal? What? By the way, Rita, you look fabulous. I see the picture. The before and afters. I didn't know you before. And it's like, I'm just getting to know the new Rita, right? It's really great. It's great to watch your progress. Thanks. Yeah. How about you, Genevieve? I know you're just kind of a newer coach. I'll unmute you there. Oop, maybe you unmute yourself. There you go. I know you're fairly new as well, but what's something that you're excited about with coaching?
The accountability. I feel like I cannot be a successful coach if I'm not holding myself accountable. I can't teach somebody else healthy habits if I don't have them myself. So, and my husband's really good about calling me out. It's like, are you supposed to be eating that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, those kinds of things. So, yeah.
Yeah. Personal, being integrated. By the way, there are 4 components And when we access or interact with all four of these, we're integrated. Anybody want to take a stab at one of those components? You know one of those components, Genevieve? We've got 4 components to our program.
Accountability.
Oh, okay. Well, it's sort of, yep.
Sort of.
So listen in, you're going to hear them. You ready? Go ahead, unmute yourself. Yep.
Is it the coaching?
Okay. Okay, coaching's one of them. Yes, Maureen.
Habits of health.
Habits of health, right? So these are the 4 components of our program. Now you guys all got it, right? Rita, what's up?
Just the community.
Yep. Coaching, habits of health system, community, and Eileen, what's the 4th one?
And the 5 fuelings if you're on the 5 and 1.
Yep, our fuelings. And our fuelings include, it's fueling with our fuelings, but also the lean and green, right?
Yeah.
So it's how to—
the 5 and 1.
Yep. It's how to fuel our body. And we have tools, and then we also teach people how to interact with food. Yeah, so the 4 components of our program are coaching, habits of health system, which includes the Habits of Health webinar. It includes the workbook and the book, the Optavia guide, right? This little guy with the journal in here. And then it includes our community, which is our Facebook page. It also includes our wellness retreats, which we also is called convention. And it includes our different huddles. We have an Optavia community event that's happening here on the 2nd for those that are local to the Northwest. But if you don't have one where you're at, well, let's create one. How's that sound, right? And then we have our fuelings, how to fuel our body. And those are the 4 components of what we do. And each one of those is there for a really good reason. And so now you guys are just a little education. But anyway, all right. Well, we're getting a little bit right to the edge here. So I want to thank you guys for your attention. And I just really want to think you to consider, why do you love coaching? And I talk to coaches all the time that say, yes, I love coaching. And I says, but nobody knows because you keep it a secret, right? I don't know you love coaching. I mean, it seems like you do, but you don't talk about it. And I think that if you love something, you talk about it. And so think about that. Why don't I talk about it? And then see what the answer is. Because there is an answer. I'm afraid to. Okay, well, let's talk about being afraid about talking. Why are you afraid? And let's walk through that. Because I'm telling you what, it is an absolute honor and a blast to work with people and help them become healthy. It is a different quality to transfer the skills of doing that to somebody else and watch them. Like watching Rita coach her people. Oh my goodness, it's the best. Right? It was cool watching Rita get healthy, but watching Rita help people, oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, get some. It's fun. All right. Well, we're going to conclude our short meeting tonight. I want to remind you all that Saturdays at 7 a.m., 7, 8, 9, 10 Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, there is a 12-week The System. They've basically taken all of the top leaders, the Valentines, the Eccles, the Millers, the Tinters, the Woods, like all of the folks, right? And they've got together in a room and they went over everything that they did, and they boiled it down to the minimums. And they're packaging it together and handing it to us and saying, do this, just do this, do these things. Right? And they're teaching us that on Saturdays. So I just want to really encourage you to dive in and take that 1 hour a week. We've got 4 weeks behind us. We've got 8 weeks in front of us. And dive in, and I'm learning stuff. I've been coaching for 8 years, and I'm learning a bunch of stuff. Because the way I was taught back then, some of those ways they're not even around. Some of the things we did, there were these gaps, and they filled in the gaps. So hopefully we'll see you on Saturday, and thank you all for your attention. Thanks for all your participation too. I loved hearing from all of you guys. Take care. We'll see you.